Hello, my stitching friends. My name is Denise, and this is Black Ribbon Stitch Studio. Thank you so much for tuning in. This channel is about stitching. Although the focus is on cross stitch, we talk about all kinds of stitches here. If you don't already, you should probably consider following me on Instagram at DesignMorris1. I want to say a special hello to all my new subscribers. I know that a lot of you have come over from Modern Folk Embroidery. That is Jacob over at Modern Folk Embroidery. And welcome. If you have not been watching Jacob, I also suggest that you do that. Go over and give him a look. He is a fabulous cross-stitch designer and just an all-around good person. And I need to extend a special thank you out to him as well. And what I have to say, okay, I have not yet purchased one pattern from Jacob, but he is on my very extensive wish list, which I have written, lots and lots of patterns that I'm interested in purchasing someday. But, with Jacob, I simply put Modern Folk Embroidery because his patterns and his work is like a box of chocolates. And I don't mean this in the Forrest Gump kind of way. I just mean that I already know that once I start with one, I'm gonna want them all. Yes, I'm that kind of a chocolate eater person. I can't eat just one. And that is how Jacob's work is for me. So go ahead and give him a like. I will put a link to his channel below. I also want to give a special thank you to Betsy Klager and say to her that as part of this stitching community, which I absolutely love, Betsy, I feel your embrace. Thank you. I want to thank everyone who actually went ahead and clicked on my link for Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you guys so much. This is going to help a lot with the channel to keep it moving forward and to keep those giveaways going out on a timely basis. So I want you to know how much I appreciate that as well. Now, in my last video, I talked about my mom's recipe for peach jacks, which I haven't made yet. But I wanted to share this book with you that I got from Books A Million. I bought it for my daughter for Christmas. And here it is. It is Recipes for My Daughter. And when I saw this, I absolutely had to get this for her because the format of it is such that you get to write in all of your old family recipes so that you could pass them along to your loved ones. Have I written anything in here yet? No, but I have it on my list of priorities that I need to get started with this. I need to get started with this. There are so many recipes that I need to make sure that she has. So I wanted to share that with you guys. And again, I got it from Books A Million. Let's see what else is going on. I got my second vaccine. Yay me, right? And look at me, I'm fine, right? And the scary part about it though was that very same day, we took off for Virginia because my granddaughter had a cheerleading competition in Virginia, and I was terrified because I didn't know how I was gonna feel, and then being on the road, I was terrified. But I have to tell you guys, I was absolutely fine. I was fine. I didn't even get so much as a headache. So we made it through that, and I just wanted to talk a minute about some observations on this road trip. As we were driving to Virginia, my daughter was driving. I wasn't driving. I don't do that. She would often reference, this caravan, of cars, and I lost my spot, and like, look at this guy who's messing up the caravan, and so forth and so on. And I know that this is something that my husband also does, Mr. Ribbon. He talks about, how he needs to stay with the group of people and who's the leader. I mean, it's just this whole conversation, and I'm so wondering if you guys go through this and see it this way as well, because I looked over at my daughter and I said, what if there really is no caravan? What if there's just a bunch of people on a road trip, just imagining that there's a caravan? So tell me in the comments below, do you do the caravan thing when you're on the road? It's really funny to me. It's really funny to me how much people put into that whole caravan thing. That's not it though. We stayed at the Courtyard Marriott. And you may remember, because I haven't seen it in a while, but you may remember when they started the whole Bon Voy, campaign, which I thought was really, really cute. It caught my eye, and yeah, my granddaughter and I had a lot of fun with it at the time. So yeah, that's where we stayed. But oh my God, I am so embarrassed. We got in trouble. We got in trouble at the hotel. They have signs clearly posted by the elevators letting you know that 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. is quiet time. Well, here it was, almost 9 p.m. and we were just having the best time ever. We were laughing and talking really, really loud. It had to be loud, guys. It had to be so loud because somebody complained. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. At my age, I'm so embarrassed. And somebody had to call security to report the noise that was coming from my room. So after the security guy left, my first thought was, I didn't even have a drink. You would think, at least I could have been having a party and had a drink or two. But that wasn't the case. How did I get in trouble? I can't. I think I better stay home. But even more important than that, let me tell you what is unacceptable and why I am totally not prepared to travel yet. There was no coffee on the premises. This is unacceptable. Yes, they have the little coffee maker in the room with their bootleg coffee, which is what I'm going to call it because I've had it before and it is unacceptable to even consume for human consumption. And they normally have a Starbucks in the lobby, which the Starbucks was closed. It's unacceptable. Let me tell you guys, before I travel another inch, I'm going to be doing some more very extensive research because not having coffee on the premises is unacceptable. So, you guys are here for stitching. Enough of me going on and on, although I could continue to go on and on. Today I have some whips, not that many. I don't have that much stitching because I don't understand why I just have not been able to stitch the amount and the way I want to stitch this month. I don't know what it is, but I am on a mission. I'm on a mission to rectify that. And, however, I have what may be considered too much haul. I have so much stuff here on my table, on the floor behind me. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm going to present these things to you guys to the best of my ability, but let me put this disclaimer in here at the beginning. I make no promises. I'm going to try to remember to show you everything that I have here. So, hang in there. We're going to have a good time. So, I want to thank everyone for their comments and questions. I appreciate that. And again, I always say that is the lifeline of this channel. If it weren't for the comments, I don't know that I would have the nerve to continue to do videos for you. Several of you, in response to me talking about trying stitching in hand and saying that it hurt my hand to do that, several of you told me that I should try stitching in hand with a softer fabric, because I did try it using Aida, and as we all know, Aida can tend to be pretty stiff, and I kind of actually like stiff Aida. I may be the only one in the world that does, but I've been told by you guys that I should try stitching in hand on a softer fabric, and I will definitely do that before I give up on the whole idea. Let's see. Pam said that she's been watching for several weeks, and I make her want to pick up her cross-stitching again. Pam, pick it up. Pick it up. Let's go. Pick it up. It's fine. You're going to love it. Join me. Jennifer said that she has a knit pattern in her grandmother's handwriting, and it is so special, because I was talking about how I found my mom's recipe and it was in her writing, and that was so special. So thank you, Jennifer. I could see that you understand how special that moment was for me. Now, Kelly from Don't Run With Scissors here on YouTube gave me like such a great suggestion. She said that I could copy the recipe in my mom's writing and do an embroidery of it on a flour sack or a tea towel, if words figure out how to come out of my mouth. She also has some of her grandma's handwritten recipes, and she cherishes them so much. I think that is a fabulous idea, and I am absolutely going to at least attempt to turn this recipe into a stitched piece. So thank you so much, Kelly. I appreciate that suggestion. Let's see. Barbara says, Barbara was asking about, she says she doesn't know what it means when I say it's 14 count or 32 count or 28 count. And so I thought maybe some others of you were maybe a little bit confused about that as well. So when we say that we're stitching on 14 count fabric, what that means is that the fabric has 14 holes per inch. So that is what that number is referring to. So if it's 28 count fabric, it's got 28 holes per inch. Now, one thing that you want to keep in mind is that, generally speaking, and again, there are no rules. There's no rules here. But generally speaking, when you're stitching on 14 count fabric, you're stitching it using 2 threads, 2 floss threads over 1 fabric thread. When you're stitching on 28 count, you're usually stitching 2 fabric threads over 2, nope, hope that doesn't get confusing. You're stitching using 2 strands of floss over 2 strands of the fabric threads. So if you're stitching on 14 count or 28 count, in using that method, the size is going to remain the same. The other thing I wanted to just point out briefly is that if you choose to stitch a chart on 14 count fabric, it's going to turn out larger than a project that you choose to stitch, let's say, on 36 count fabric. So just keep that in mind. If you have any further questions, need any further explanation about that, I will be happy to address that. Just leave it in the comments below. Now, Jane says, first of all, her middle name is the same as mine. So, hello, Jane Denise. She wanted to know if I tried looking at the Victorian model sampler floss. I have not. Because of your comment, I went onto the Victoria Model site. It seems to be a blog, and I must say I was just a little confused about how to actually go about ordering. So if I'm missing something, can you let me know? I can see the things that she has, that she talks about that are available. I'm just not sure how one actually goes about placing an order, unless this is the type of thing where you need to call or email. I'm just not sure about that, but I would love to give that a try. So thank you, Jane. Let's see. Regarding the Just My Type chart that I was working on in February, I talked about how difficult it was to actually copy the chart, to make a working copy of the chart. And so Lisa said that I should consider scanning the chart into one of the apps, such as of course I can't think of any at the moment. Why I just drew a blank. Well, in one of the stitching apps. And I must say it never crossed my mind to do that. That's a great idea. And I think the next time that I pick it up, I'm going to try to go ahead and scan it in, so that I'm not dealing with that issue of using a working copy and the original copy at the same time. So thank you, Lisa, for that suggestion. I really appreciate it. Now we're going to move on to whips. And I only have two. But the first one that I worked on was Nevermore by Lila Studio, which I do believe that I showed you guys last time, and I will insert a photo here of what it looked like. And I think I got quite a bit of stitching done on it. And it's so enjoyable. It's so very enjoyable. Again, it's one of those projects that once you start working on it, you really, really, really don't want to stop. You really are compelled to go ahead and complete the whole thing. So here is where we are now. And it's just beautiful. It is beautiful. I love it. It's a fun stitch. And I do believe I have made it almost all the way across. I believe this border here is the actual end of the page. So I've made it all the way almost across to the end. And then I was able to start on this little motif here. Well, it's actually a big motif, so I was able to start that. And I did want to point out that I am not using the called for flosses. I wanted to, because when Beth, the Desert Stitcher, sent this to me, she also included a couple of fancy flosses for me to use, but I really was having a hard time sourcing the rest of the flosses. So Beth let me know that there is a DMC conversion for this chart on Lila Studio's website, and so I just went ahead and I pulled from that, and using DMC on this, and it is being stitched on 32 count Silver Moon Lugana. I love it. I absolutely love it. So I got that much done there. And then I moved on to pick up Wakanda Forever again, which is a pattern by Bart Dunn, better known as Park Hopper Bart. And I will insert a picture here of where I was the last time you saw it. And here it is now. And I got a lot done. And I actually took this project with me to Virginia, but did not stitch a bit. I did not stitch a bit, but I had it with me, so that was a plus. Let me just move my needle out of the way so you can actually see the project. I think I got a lot of progress done, guys. Here it is. Isn't that nice? I love it. I love it so much. And it just feels to me like it's screaming to be finished. It wants to be finished very badly, and I want to finish it. I really do. I'm ready. I'm ready for this to be a finish. It's a it's an easy stitch, but I call it kind of a strategic stitch, because in order to not be carrying your thread throughout the whole thing, you really do have to kind of strategically figure out where you're going to place your stitches. But I like that. That's a bit of fun. I enjoy that. So that's it for my whips, guys. Can you believe it? That's really all that I got stitched in this couple of weeks. But that's okay. That's okay, because I'm trying with all my might to get back on track. I wanted to just share a bit of happy mail with you. I received a beautiful thank you card from Jean Truckee, who has previously won a giveaway. And I just want to say thank you, Jean. I love the card, and I'm so happy that you sent a card. I absolutely love. Sorry about that, guys. I'm experiencing a few technical difficulties. But I was thanking Jean for her beautiful thank you card. I appreciate that. And now we're going to go ahead and move into haul. Fasten your seatbelts, guys. It's a lot. It's a lot. The first thing I want to share is the fact that I won another giveaway. And this is from KEB Studio Creations here on YouTube. And I will put a link to their channel below. They've done a series of animal faces. Her name is Karen Bowen. And she's done a series of animal faces, and I think they are the cutest thing ever. And I won the hippo. How cute is he? And I think you could do it as a girl or a boy. I believe it's charted that way. And it's just as cute as can be. I'm so happy to have won that. And as I said, I will put a link to their channel below. That's Karen Bowen of KEB Studio Creations. Then, I think I received an email, not positive. I think I'm on their mailing list. But I absolutely had to go to what is it called? It's called Creative Poppy. I had to go to Creative Poppy, and I purchased a couple of Barbara Anna designs because, oh my gosh, I love her work. I absolutely love her work. And so, although I am woefully behind, and I really couldn't even tell you when I'm going to start this, I went ahead and I joined the Dreaming Girl Sal. And that's how it looks. I do believe that this photo here is, I'm not sure if it's part 1 and 2. Yeah, I'm not sure which part it is, but it is a series. It's a stitch along that's going on now. I am loving everything that everyone is doing with this design to make it their own, and I of course am planning to do that with mine as well. But I couldn't stop there because Barbara Anna, and I love her and I love her designs. This one I think is new, which is Dreaming of Clint. And so this is beautiful. Let me show you a really close up of it. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love how she does the faces. And so that is the draw for me. But of course, if you're interested in art, or have studied art, then you know all about Klimt. And Klimt is represented here very, very, very well. So I had to have this. I had to have this as well. So that is my purchases from Creative Poppy, Barbara Anna Designs. I also ordered some fabric. What? Hand-dyed fabric. What? I never do that, but I did. I wanted to get the called for fabric to go with the chart that I'm starting April 1st. I think it's called, it's either Christmas Eve or the night before Christmas. I think it's Christmas Eve. And so I wanted to get the call for fabric because I really like the way that it looked on the chart. If you guys hold on for 1 second, I'm going to get that chart. Hold on. Okay, thank you. It is the Christmas Eve sampler by Joan Elliott. And you see this beautiful fabric that is used here? I thought, yeah, I want to stitch it. I want to stitch it just like that. So I went ahead and I ordered the fabric. I ordered it from Paul Stitches Designs in the UK. And it's called Daybreak. It is, let's see, this one is 32 count Lugana, because, you know, I can stitch on 32 count now, right? So I ordered the fabric, and here it is. Let's see. We're going to get it to not be washed out. We're going to do that. Look at that. I'm even going to open it up a little bit, because I think this is very pretty. And I do think that a lot of you would really like this fabric. However, I don't like it. I don't like it. I was not expecting purple, much less this much purple. Hold on. I have a thing here that I have to get rid of. Sorry, guys. I'm telling you, I'm having technical difficulties. Please bear with me. Okay, so, yeah, this is just not for me. It's not for me, and it's not for this chart, in my opinion, either. So, I'm just going to put this aside for now, and it will find its way into a future giveaway, because okay, so let me just say that I went on Facebook and I actually asked people, have you ever ordered from Paul Stitches? What are your thoughts? 99.5% of the people said it was a wonderful experience, loved the fabric. There was one person who said, well, fabric didn't look like what I wanted. So, of course, I ignored that person, right? And I ordered the fabric anyway. And it's just not what I was expecting. So, other than that, though, I must say that I got it very quickly. And the customer service was great. So, would I order from there again? Probably. I probably would. It's just that this fabric is not what I was expecting. I think if I were just ordering, let's say, random fabric for future use, then I would probably go ahead and order. But the problem is most likely that I was looking for something specific, and this that I received was not it. Let's see, what else do I have? Okay. I have so much to show you from Fat Quarter Shop. I'm going to tell you ahead of time that I have a link in the description box to Fat Quarter Shop. And so I am not going to be able to link each individual product because there's a lot. So you might want to get a pen and jot down the things that you think you might want to get from the Fat Quarter Shop, because there's a lot. So what I think I'm going to start with, because like I said to you guys, there's so much that I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I have a couple of piles. So I'm just going to probably just go through the piles, one pile at a time, and we'll see what happens, right? Okay. And again, if it's as clear as mud, you can always rewind, or you could also always ask me a question in the comments. So the first thing that I want to share with you are the Be in My Bonnet stitch cards, which are by Laurie, Holt, and distributed by Fat Quarter Shop. And I actually have here two sets. We have set H No, because that's not how the alphabet goes. The alphabet goes, we have set G, which are a set of Christmas themed stitch cards. And here's an even better photo of one of them. They're very small, very quick, very easy designs. And set H, which is, looks like little farm animals. So here it is. It's so cute. It's so cute. So, and here's the horse that's been shown to you on the back all by itself. So those are the Be In My Bonnet stitch cards by Laurie Holt. I also have from the Fat Quarter Shop Stitch Quarterly, which is a quarterly club that you can enter, and you get a chart and a lot of other goodies. And I know for sure that there's usually a project bag included in that. But this was the Stitch Quarterly, probably from this past winter, which, yeah, I'm saying it's past. And it is Santa Baby. So I think that's really, really cute. And this part right here is the stitched part of the chart. So that's kind of cute, right? And then they sent me another copy of Home Sweet Home, which is a stitch along that is going to start on April 7th. And I'm very excited to get started with this. I have not yet started. And I must tell you guys that the only reason that I haven't started this yet is because I wanted to show this off to you one more time before I got started. And here is the back of it, which you could see, I'm sorry, a little bit closer shot of it. So I'm excited to get started with this stitch along. It's going to start on April 7th. And so it's Home Sweet Home. Now, all of those things that I just showed you will find their way into a giveaway. So I will show you these as well. I have been showing you guys the Backwater Shop Prim Stitch series, which is a series of 12 charts that can be put together into one large chart if that's what you choose to do. And I actually have 3 of the Prim Stitch series charts here today. I have number 7, which is Faith and Endurance. Okay. Number 8 is Pleasant and Gentle. Look at that cute sheep. Pleasant and Gentle. And number 9 is Welcoming, excuse me, Welcoming and Cheerful. Look at that red bird. So cute. So cute. And so these Prim Stitch series will also make their way into a giveaway. Now, there were some things that I said, well, I better hold on to these for myself because I'm excited. And this first one is also by Laurie Holt of Be In My Bonnet, and it is called Stitchy Stars. This is fairly new, and it is on the Backwater Shop website now for purchase. And I just think it's so cute. And I was watching Julie from Kansas City Girl in Colorado World last night, and she was showing hers and pointed out that You could absolutely change these colors if the red, white, and blue is not your thing. You can always change these colors out to make it your own and do whatever you want. Just like you would do when with a quilt pattern. You don't necessarily use the call for fabric. You know, choose your own fabrics for it. So, speaking of quilting, I have 4 quilt patterns here to show you guys, okay? The first one is called Granita, and it's designed by Jocelyn Wang. This is a beauty, a beauty. I'm going to show it closer so you can see the whole quilt when it's done. It's going to look like that. This is a beautiful, beautiful quilt pattern. There's also fascinating facets. This was designed by Crystal Stahl. And within this, there are sizes for a table runner, a throw, and a lap blanket. So there's that. Fascinating facets. I mean, this just gives me all kinds of ideas of how to make these blocks and the different colorways that can be used. This is very, very exciting for me. Then we have Merrymaking, which is really a Christmassy themed quilt. As you can see, they've used a lot of the red and green fabric, but they do give you here some other options of different colorways that you can use. And again, you could do whatever you want. You could use whatever fabric you want. And then last but not least, for the quilting is Stellar. And here's that is. This is gorgeous. And again, I think if you see the whole quilt, the way it's going to look when it's done, oh my gosh, that is a beauty. So I have not shown any quilting on this channel thus far, but I think you can guess that by all the quilt patterns that I am accumulating, that you can look forward to seeing some of that really soon. Let's see, what else do I have? There's more haul, guys. Okay, I have more from the Fat Quarter Shop, and let me tell you, one of the reasons that there is so much is because on the last video I had a bunch of stuff that I totally forgot to share with you guys, so I've included that here today. Now, this is, I believe, this is my Fat Quarter Shop purchase. Is that everything? Yep, that's everything. So, what I got was, I now have my very own materials so that I can go ahead and start Home Sweet Home. Okay, so I have the chart and the fabric, which is 14 count Aida, and the color is, I can never find the color because, oh, it's aqua and it's really, really big, so that's not the issue. And I have the DMC thread pack. So I am now ready to get started with this. It's gonna go into a project bag and get started right away. I also, I'm gonna put this back in the envelope because I don't want to forget. And then I was just able to go ahead and get the DMC floss that I need for the Christmas Eve sampler, which is done mostly in 310. And there is some Kreinik in there, which I need to place an order for that. And then, of course, guys, you know how we do. I hope I made a note of why I ordered 2 skeins of 37.81. I don't remember. I don't remember. So there's that. I hope I wrote it down. I hope I did, because that's really funny. And then I also, there's some noise out there, and I was just trying to see if everything was okay. I also ordered the pattern by Silver Creek Samplers, which is Give Greatly, because I love it. I think it's so cute. This is a great winter pattern. And what it says is, your greatness is not in what you have, but what you give. I love that. So I was able to check that off my list, my wish list of all of the many, many charts that I am wishing for. Let's see what else. Okay. All right. Then Backwater Shop sent, which I'm blown away by this next object, this next product. They sent me this. They're calling it the Bee's Knees Book Stand by Laurie Holt. And I hope you can see this, because oh my goodness, I am so excited to have this. You can use it in so many different ways. You can put a book on it, your iPad, your phone, your pattern, your chart, whatever. And I have a tendency to stitch sitting at the desk. So this is going to come in so handy for my stitching. And here it is. Let me tell you guys how well it is made. This is a sturdy piece of metal. It's got this beautiful bee embossed here. It's got this little kickstand behind it that helps it to sit up. I am more than pleased with this. More than pleased with this. I couldn't wait to show it to you guys. I could not wait. I'm so excited about it. So, the last piece of haul that I want to show you, so now it doesn't seem so bad, is that if you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm getting ready for Stitch Mania. Yes, I am. I'm getting ready for Stitch Mania. And one of the things is that I am totally and completely out of project bags. So I had to place an order on Amazon, because I'm not playing. I am not playing. I am so serious about this, guys. Look at my project bags. Look at my project bags. I have been using this type of project bags for a while. And I believe this is 20 of them this time. Because I need that many. Will you look at that? I love these. Of course, I also love the beautiful project bags that people make, but I have not yet been able to indulge in that. So for now, this is working for me, and it's good. And so I can go ahead and start kitting my Stitch Mania pieces, and I have a place to put them. I also ordered at, because you guys keep showing it, and I just think it's the most fabulous, brilliant idea, I ordered the magnetic cord minder thingies in order to hold. This magnet is the strongest magnet in the world. Oh my goodness, look at that. And so, yes, I am anxious to use these for holding my fabric on my hoop or my Q-snap or whatever. This is a great way to contain that excess fabric. So I'll be putting links to all of this in the description box below. And if you hold on for 1 second, I'll be right back, because we are going to go ahead now and talk about giveaways. All right, so let's talk about giveaways. Last week, I had a couple of things to give away, and I just want to remind you guys, when you are entering a giveaway, whether it's on my channel or not, what happens, at least, okay, I'll just talk about myself. I am wanting to give away things to people who are subscribed to my channel as a way of thanking them for their support. So if I cannot see that you are subscribed to this channel, you can't win the giveaway. So if you have not yet subscribed, yet you want to be entered into a giveaway, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also, your subscriptions need to not be private. I totally understand if you want to keep all of that private, but maybe when you enter a giveaway, you just change the setting to public until the giveaway is over, and then you could change it back to private. That's totally up to you, but I just thought that I would give you that little suggestion. Because sometimes it does take a while to come up with a winner, because people don't have their subscriptions turned to public. So I am giving away the, and forgive me, okay, the Just My Type chart, along with the Just My Type line keeper. And that's this package here. And the winner for that is Mary Mullen. Congratulations, Mary. You are the winner of this. Just get in touch with me by email at designmorris1@gmail.com. Let me know what your mailing address is, and I will get this out to you. The next one was, I'm going to stick that back in there because I'm so discombobulated. The next one was Stronger Together, which included the 8 o'clock. Hold on. No, it did not. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Okay, the Stronger Together, which included the Ada Fabric by Fabric Flair, and the Stronger Together thread pack, which you can still get the chart on the Fat Quarter Shop website, or you can choose to use this fabric of floss any way that you want. And the winner of this is none other than Kelly from KO Crafts by Kelly. I've known Kelly for a really long time. Congratulations, Kelly. Don't forget to shoot me an email at designmorris1@gmail.com and let me have your mailing address, and I'll get this out to you. And the third giveaway was for the Home Sweet Home package, which again is the stitch along that's going to start on April 7th. So I'm going to do my best to get this to you before April 7th. And it comes with the chart, the 14 count Ada. Okay. And hold on. Let me make sure that's all, guys. Oh, yes. And the DMC thread pack. So how about that? And the winner of this giveaway was Stitchin' Darling. Stitchin' Darling, get in touch with me at designmorris1@gmail.com. stitchystarsshop.com so that you can claim your prize, and send me your mailing address so I can get this out to you. And as I said, I am going to do my best to get it to you before April 7th so that you'll have it in time for when the stitch along starts. So now I have giveaways for this week. Are you ready? Okay. I don't know if I'm ready, but here we go. The first one is going to be for Santa Baby. The cross stitch pattern that I just showed you from Fat Quarter Shop. And if you're interested in winning this, simply use the word Santa in your comment below. Okay, so that's one. Then I'm also going to be giving away both of these sets of stitch cards, set G and set H. Okay. And so if you're interested in winning this, just put stitch cards anywhere in your comment. Stitch cards. I have to make a note, guys, so that I know what it is I'm doing later. And then we're going to do one more. And it's going to be the Prim Stitch series. I'm going to go ahead and give away all three to one person. How about that? So this is number 7, number 8, and number 9 of the Prim Stitch series. Oops. Okay. And so if you're interested in these, you can go ahead and use the word Prim anywhere in your comment. Don't forget that you can... Hold on, I have to write that down. Don't forget that you can enter for all 3 of the giveaways. You can only win one. I will be using the YouTube random comment picker. So go ahead and make sure that you have those keywords in your comments. And good luck to everybody who's interested in the giveaways. So now I'm going to talk about what's coming up and my plans. I'm going to continue to work on Wakanda Forever for, at the very least, one more day. I doubt that I'm going to get it finished just working on it one more day, but that is currently my plan. We'll see what happens. I might get excited and go ahead and finish it. I don't know. That's what I'm going to do. And as you can see by my haul of project bags, I have started my Stitch Mania plans. I'm busy pulling charts and looking for fabric and floss and the whole 9 yards. And I will be doing some type of a Stitch Mania video in April, so that you can see what it is I'm actually planning on working on during the month of May. And then next week, I'm going to be posting a very special video. You don't want to miss this video, especially if you enjoy crochet. So I want you to look forward to that. Come on ahead and join us in the Facebook group, which is Black Ribbon Stitch Studio on Facebook. We are having a good time over there posting what it is we're working on. And I think that we are all really enjoying each other's work. So come on and join us. And I'm going to leave you this week with some words of inspiration, because that's what I always do, right? And I hope that I didn't leave anything out, but I don't know. If I did, I'll come back next time and share it with you. The words of inspiration are a bit lengthy this week, but I thought it was worth it. At some point, you have to stop being angry. You have to stop being so sad. You have to stop killing yourself and start being gentle with yourself. At some point, you have to just let it all go and be happy. You have to spread love instead of being afraid of it. You have to love yourself and everyone around you before it's too late. Don't waste away being unhappy over trivial things. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself, and don't let other people do it to you. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button. I can't even say button. Thank you so much for sharing my videos. And don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet done so. And hit the bell so that you can be notified each and every time I upload a video. And guys, more now than ever, remember love.